This is the early morning of the 23rd of July, 2024. I just posted a clip about Elon Musk moving SpaceX out of Hawthorne, California to Texas. And one of the reasons is his son Xavier is dead. And his son Xavier was transgendering. And Newsom's, this is the governor, signed a bill. Newsom's school gender identity law mandates teachers must lie to parents. Parents' rights group says the California governor is being sued over bills banning schools from notifying parents of child's gender identity. Written by Kendall Tietz, Tietz of Fox News. Published on the 23rd. Let's listen to this 2-minute and 56-second clip.
California State Attorney General has launched a civil rights investigation into the Chino Valley School District. That's where board members approved a policy to force schools to tell parents if their kids want to change their gender identity. The AG says it's all in the best interest of the children. Quote, Chino Valley Unified forces outing policy threatens the safety and well-being of LGBTQ plus students vulnerable to harassment and potential abuse from peers and family members, unaccepting of their gender identity, end quote. School board president Sonia Shaw is in focus now. So first of all, you spoke up on this. What was your key message?
Yeah, my key message is that he's automatically trying to assume parents are dangerous. And I think that's a dangerous direction that they're heading in. And you see it all over California. They're trying to push out parents. And I think that is something that we need to stand up for right now.
So when they say that your child won't be protected if they're family members who don't approve of their gender identity, does that include parents?
That's what he's saying. And that's what I think is absolutely insane. So is he going to be the one that's caring for the child? Is he exactly. Are they going to be there for the child when, the child feels alone at home, when the parent has no clue? It's just absolutely insanity.
So you're a school board member, and I'm curious to know what it's like to be on a board. What are the conversations like?
Yeah. So prior to that, I was just a normal day-to-day soccer mom going about my business. But parents wanted a voice at the table. So our board majority right now is absolutely a blessing because some of us are parents. So I think it's great. The Brown Act prohibits us from having conversations more than two. So we have more conversations with the community more than we do with each other in regards to things that we take action on. And I think that's extremely important that parents finally have a voice at the table. And you'll see that all throughout California as the elections come. We have a few boards that do have parents' voices at the table. And it's just the beginning, which is awesome.
Well, and they have you at the head of the table because you're the president of the school board. What are next steps? Are you anticipating that parents will get to keep their voice in the conversation on this real quick?
Absolutely. I'm here in Sacramento today. We are going to lobby these bad bills trying to quiet us parents up. We have no desire to stop. We're linking arms. This has always been us. So I'm excited.
Sonia Shaw, they are blessed to have you and that board fighting for parents' voices. Keep us updated because people across the country are watching. It's happening everywhere. Thank you.
Well, you sort of heard what was said. California Attorney General launched a civil rights probe of school districts' transgender policy. A highly contested California bill signed into law last week by Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom has stoked ire among parents and politicians who slammed the gender identity law as a usurpation of parents' rights. Could you imagine if this guy got anywhere near the White House, what he would do? The first in the nation bill bans schools in the state from notifying parents if the child uses pronouns or a gender identity opposite their biological sex. AB 1955 prevents school districts from notifying parents if the child starts using different pronouns or identifies as a different gender. That's what's on the school's record, and prohibits school districts from retaliating or taking adverse action against an employee who affirms a student's gender identity. The bill would prohibit school districts from enacting or enforcing any policy, rule, or administrative regulation that requires an employee or a contractor to disclose any information related to the pupil's sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression to any other person without the pupil's consent, the law states. So here you got students that can't drive a car because they're too young, and they can't open up bank accounts in most states because they're too young without their parents, but they can do this. They can prevent teachers from informing their parents. The law also prohibits employees or contractors of those educational entities from being required to make such a disclosure unless otherwise required by law as provided. This guy's a complete idiot. But then again, he's the nephew of Nancy Pelosi. What do you expect? Aaron Friday, California attorney and co-lead to Our Duty, a group that helps parents protect their children from trans ideology, told Fox News Digital that the law cements secrecy in California's public schools. We are the first state to really mandate that teachers must lie to parents about the child's gender identity, she said. Friday's own daughter struggled with gender dysphoria before she and her husband intervened. Her daughter no longer identifies as a transgender. You take that opportunity away and you have adults elsewhere. The false identity of these kids. And these kids are in school with these teachers 6 to 7 hours a day and are being affirmed, Friday said. The parents don't have a chance to pull these kids out. These kids are now stuck in this gender identity, and social cognition continues. This is all because of that fag Barack Obama. It's just totally insane. You take that opportunity away once you have adults elsewhere concentrating the false identity of these kids. AB 1955 also requires the State Department of Education to develop resources for LGBTQ students and strategizes to increase support for LGBT students. I wonder why Newsom's so high on this LGBT crap. Friday helped California State Assemblyman Bill Estler write AB 1314, which died in the California Assembly before it even got a hearing. And she said AB 1955 is a response to the effort to enact parental notification laws. Chino Valley Unified School District in Southern California was the first school district in the state to pass parental notification policy, prompting the state's Attorney General, Rob Bonta, to file a lawsuit against the district in August 2023. Earlier this month, Bonta announced a civil rights investigation into the school district over the policy, which he said required staff to out transgender students. Now, Chino Valley USD is suing Newsom over the law, arguing it violates parents' rights under the U.S. Constitution. The Liberty Justice Center filed a lawsuit last Thursday on behalf of the school district. This will end up in the Supreme Court, and we know what they'll do, don't we? You can read the rest of the article. It's just amazing that Newsom is so stupid that he would do this at this time when he wants to become vice president. Guy's a complete effing moron. I'll attach the link. Read the rest of the article. Pass it along, and thanks for listening.